Can you imagine living on just $7 a day? For many of us, this sounds impossible. But for Sarah, a single mom in Portland, it's her daily reality. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. Her life is proof that extreme frugality isn't about suffering. It's about being smart, resourceful, and determined. Sarah's days are carefully planned. Her meals are simple but nutritious, made from affordable ingredients like rice, beans, and fresh vegetables bought in bulk. She doesn't own a car and relies on her bike to get everywhere, saving on gas and insurance. Her apartment is small, but she's turned it into a cozy, warm home. So, why does Sarah live this way? For her, it's about freedom. By spending so little, she's paid off her debts and is saving for a better future for her daughter. Extreme frugality has helped her escape the stress of paycheck-to-paycheck living. In a world where consumerism often feels unavoidable, stories like Sarah's stand out. They challenge the idea that happiness comes from buying more. Instead, they show us how far a little creativity and discipline can go. Let's dive deeper into this fascinating frugal living lifestyle and learn what it truly means to live on $7 a day. Number 1. The thought behind extreme frugality. Extreme frugality is more than just saving money. It's a lifestyle and a mindset. People who live this way focus on cutting out everything unnecessary so they can spend only on what truly matters. It's not just about being cheap. It's about making intentional choices. Many people turn to extreme frugality to escape debt. With rising living costs, some feel trapped by loans, credit cards, or medical bills. Living frugally helps them break free faster by using every dollar wisely. For others, it's about building wealth. By spending less, they can save more and invest in their future, like buying a home or retiring early. Some people embrace frugality to push back against consumerism. They believe we don't need all the things society tells us to buy. By living simply, they feel freer and less stressed. Others live this way to protect the planet. Buying less and reusing more reduces waste, which is good for the environment. At the heart of extreme frugality is a strong mindset. It takes creativity, discipline, and resilience to live on so little. You have to think differently, plan ahead, and stay motivated. This philosophy isn't new. During the Great Depression, families survived by stretching every penny. Minimalist movements today share similar ideas, focusing on owning less and living more. Extreme frugality isn't for everyone, but for those who choose it, it's a path to freedom, security, and a more meaningful life. Number 2. The Practicalities. Breaking down $7 a day. Living on $7 a day might sound impossible, but with careful planning and creativity, it can be done. Here's how people make it work by cutting costs in key areas. 1. Housing. Housing is often the biggest expense, so extreme frugality starts here. Some people share their living space with roommates or family members to split costs. Others find creative solutions, like living in a tiny home, a van, or even an RV. House sitting or caretaking in exchange for free rent is another clever option. 2. Food. Food is a daily expense, but it doesn't have to break the bank. Frugal eaters rely on cheap, filling staples like rice, beans, lentils, and potatoes. Buying in bulk and cooking at home can stretch a small food budget. For example, a big pot of lentil soup can cost just a few dollars and last for days. Some people get even more creative by foraging for edible plants, growing their own vegetables, or participating in community food shares. Others reduce waste by using ugly produce or taking advantage of free food giveaways from local stores or charities. 3. Transportation. Cars are expensive, so many frugal people skip them altogether. Walking or biking is free and keeps you healthy. Public transportation is also a low-cost option. For those who need a car, carpooling or ride-sharing helps save on gas and maintenance. 4. Utilities and essentials. Frugal living also means cutting utility bills. People lower their energy use by turning off lights, unplugging devices, and layering clothing instead of turning up the heat. Free public Wi-Fi in libraries or cafes can replace expensive internet plans. Small luxuries on $7. Living this way doesn't mean giving up all fun. Many frugal folks use free community events library resources, or homemade crafts for entertainment. By focusing on needs and finding alternatives for wants, people can make $7 a day cover the essentials and even leave room for small joys. It's not easy, but it's doable with determination and smart planning. Number 3. Creative frugal hacks that aren't in every blog. Frugal living often means thinking outside the box. Here are some unique hacks that go beyond the usual advice. 1. Dumpster diving communities. Did you know grocery stores often throw out perfectly good food? Some communities practice safe dumpster diving, where people collect fresh, unspoiled items from store trash bins. Be sure to research local laws and safety tips, but this method can save money while reducing food waste. 2. Urban foraging. If you live in a city, look for edible plants in parks or public spaces. Many areas have wild fruits, herbs, and greens that are free to pick. Use apps like Falling Fruit to find foraging spots nearby. 3. Reverse thrifting. Instead of just buying secondhand clothes, start by selling items you no longer wear. Use the earnings to shop for high-quality thrifted pieces. This way, you're recycling your wardrobe and spending very little. 4. Upcycling old items. Got broken furniture or old jars? Turn them into something useful. For example, transform a broken dresser drawer into a wall shelf or use mason jars as plant holders. Upcycling saves money and adds creativity to your home. 5. Sharing economy apps. Borrow tools, appliances, or even cars using apps like Neighbor or Peerby. Instead of buying something you'll use once, you can rent it cheaply or even for free. 6. Skill swapping. Exchange your skills for services. For example, teach someone to cook in exchange for help fixing your bike. This builds community and cuts costs. These hacks aren't just about saving money. They also help you live smarter and more sustainably. Number 4. The upsides and downsides. Living on $7 a day has its benefits, but it also comes with challenges. One of the biggest advantages of extreme frugality is financial freedom. Spending less means you can save more and pay off debts faster. Many people find peace of mind knowing they are in control of their money. It also teaches creativity and resourcefulness. Finding ways to stretch every dollar can be a rewarding challenge. You learn to fix things instead of replacing them, cook with simple ingredients, and reuse what you already have. For some, frugality creates a sense of purpose. By spending less, they focus on what truly matters: family, experiences, and personal goals. It's also better for the planet, as living simply reduces waste and overconsumption. Extreme frugality can feel restrictive. Constantly saying no to spending might lead to stress and burnout, especially when unexpected costs arise. Social life can be a challenge. Dining out or going to events with friends might not fit into the budget, which can cause feelings of isolation. Some frugal habits, like eating the same cheap meals or skipping conveniences, might affect physical and mental health over time. While it's not for everyone, those who choose this lifestyle often find that the benefits outweigh the struggles. It's all about balance and knowing your limits. Number 5. How to adopt extreme frugality gradually. If living on $7 a day feels overwhelming, don't worry. You can ease into it step by step. Start small and adjust as you go. Before making big changes, track your expenses for a month. This will help you see where your money is going and what you can cut back on. Begin with simple habits like cooking at home instead of eating out, or buying secondhand instead of new. These small steps add up over time. Why do you want to live frugally? Whether it's paying off debt, saving for a big goal, or gaining financial freedom, having a clear reason will keep you motivated. Join a frugality community. Connect with others who live frugally. Online forums, social media groups, and blogs can provide tips, support, and inspiration. By making gradual changes, you'll find it easier to adopt a frugal lifestyle without feeling overwhelmed. Over time, you'll see the benefits in your savings and your mindset. Number 6. The philosophy beyond money. Extreme frugality isn't just about saving money, it's about changing how we see life. By spending less, people focus on what truly matters, like relationships and personal growth. When you strip away the extras, you begin to appreciate the small things. A homemade meal can feel more satisfying than an expensive dinner. Time spent with family becomes more meaningful when it's not tied to costly activities. This lifestyle also encourages gratitude. You learn to value what you have instead of constantly wanting more. Many people find that living simply gives them a sense of freedom. They're no longer trapped by debt or the pressure to keep up with others. Living frugally challenges us to question our values. Is happiness really about buying more things? Or is it about living a life that aligns with our goals and priorities? For many, it's the latter. Living on $7 a day may seem extreme, but it's a powerful way to take control of your money and your life. Extreme frugality teaches us to value what truly matters: freedom, relationships, and experiences over material things. It's not just a financial choice, it's a mindset. If you're curious, try living frugally for a week. You might discover new ways to save, feel more in control, and realize how little you need to live a fulfilling life. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.